Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you a new figure from Dungeons and Dragons, and it is
Elkhorn.
Elkhorn. Check him out.
And he is a good action figure.
He is a good action figure. Is he a good guy?
He is.
Good. And he has, looks like a torch kind of thing in his hand.
He does, yes. He has quite a few accessories.
And, yeah, and some kind of, hammer. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the box. Or the side. There we go. Whoa. Lots of poses with him, as well as some of the other figures that are in this Dungeons and Dragons collection. It gives you a little bit about him.
Yeah, it says, Elkhorn has been Strongheart's most stalwart companion over the years. Unflinchingly loyal, tirelessly optimistic, and fiercely devoted to the destruction of evil in all its forms. He's not especially bright, so he fights with his heart rather than his wits. Age has drained much of the strength from Elkhorn's body. Strongheart has urged Elkhorn to retire, but the old dwarf stubbornly refuses to do so. And that is Strongheart. If you've seen, we've previously done all of these, but that's Strongheart, the
Awesome.
paladin.
All right, so it has some really cool poses with him. And who wouldn't like to have a man like that fighting alongside you against evil?
Yes.
So, very cool. Let's take a look inside of the window box. Woo, there he is. And he has, looks like, whoa, quite a bit, yeah, in there. I like the artwork on the side there. And he's quite the colorful character in those bright green pants. So let's go ahead and get him out of this box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, so there's
Elkhorn.
Let's take a look at all of the accessories and an extra head.
Yes.
You know, sometimes, you got a headache, you just remove
Swap
that
it out.
head, swap it out. Alright, we're going to show off his accessories. So we'll start with...
The Heartstone.
Yes, so you have it upside down. It is translucent, but
Yeah,
it
that's
is
cool.
just
Like a
like one
crystal.
solid piece there. I mean, it looks like two halves put together, but it stays together. So, very cool. It's all crystallized. And then we have the
Some
crystal.
crystals.
Yeah, purple ones. Really, really cool looking. It's a little bit of fake amethyst. And then we have...
His jug.
Yes. So you
Jug
can go
of something.
play the play in the
Yes.
band. Awesome. And then he has
A torch.
a torch. Grab your torch and pick fork.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. Look at that. That's translucent as well.
Yeah, that'll be cool, if you
Have a little flashlight
have
on there.
light behind it.
Yeah, it's got like deeper orange going to lighter yellow. And then we have extra hand sculpts.
Okay, so
I was going to say
you
a couple
have-
extra sets.
So you have a pair of closed fists,
Okay.
and then you have a pair of
Gripping
I guess like
hands,
gripping
yeah.
hands, and then a different
Yeah.
grip. I'm not sure.
More of a forefinger is extended or a little bit more.
Yeah,
So, like a come here finger. Come here.
pretty cool.
And then we have the two accessories up front,
Oh, oops.
which are
Yes, he's got the big
croquet
warhammer.
mallet.
Yeah,
That looks like a little miniature croquet mallet. Very cool. All the details in that are really cool. And then we have
he has
Another
a smaller hammer.
with like the claw.
Yeah,
the
claw
little
on
at
one
the back.
side,
Very cool.
all ornate and everything. Very cool.
And then his extra head sculpt.
So this is like
So-
I guess like an angry. His mouth is open, like he's talking.
Yeah.
or
I like the
yelling.
blue that they put in with the black in his beard. And then he's got a little golden things for the braid and for the little hair down the front there. And look at his face. It's really neat. Let's bring it in closer. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, his eyes look really neat. And the details and the shading on
Yeah.
his cheeks. Very cool.
Yeah, these are always
the shading on
such,
the horns and everything's really
Detailed
neat.
Figures.
Really neat. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. So
Okay.
he does have more accessories on him.
He does.
So let's start off with, what does he have over here?
He's got his
Ooh,
like a small round shield, but
it's
you
a spaceship.
can see it's got like nicks
Yeah.
all around it where he's had some been in some battles and some scratches.
It's like hammered
dirt.
steel.
Yeah.
And then he has a sword here on the back.
Yes, and that actually, you can take it off, but that just pegs onto the side there, and then, of course, the
Ta-da!
sword comes out.
It's a really neat looking sword. And then his whole backpack deal can come off as well. But he's got a bedroll at the bottom of that. Really neat.
Yeah, the details on this are just really cool.
A couple pockets. And then he's got the hatchet.
Yeah, hatchet
right
at the end. The cool thing with this is the most it doesn't have.
Up.
Yeah, you can actually open up and you can
put the little crystal.
Put some stuff in there, which is really neat.
Don't put your torch in there unless it's not yet. The little heart might fit in there, but it might have a hard time getting it out. And then in his hand, in his other hand, he has...
the big old battle axe.
Whoa, look at all the detailing on that.
Just really cool.
Very cool. Alright, and then he's got the horns from his hat as well. There's his facial sculpt on the figure. Let's take a look. A little closer. Alright, very cool. And so his mouth is closed on this one. And then down here he's got the dagger, which also comes out.
Yeah. It's tight, but it does.
There you go. Very cool. And then he's got the red, like M&M belt. Anyway, he's got a red emblem in the middle and with gold. And his pants are bright green. Super bright, like really like a very different color green of what you're expecting for me anyway. It's kind of a cartoon looking green.
Yeah.
It's very neat.
Oops.
And his boots, or his shoes, they have the flaps over them, and then he's got like wrappings up his shins. Very cool. This gives it a little bit of a scarecrow vibe.
Yeah.
Like that. And then he also has this up here. Like a chain link kind of thing that wraps around under his beard and all the way around as part of his armor and on his arms as well. Alright, so I'll let you go ahead and show off his articulation.
Okay. Let's take that. So he is going to have articulation at the neck. Oops. And his ponytail came off. So he can turn his head from side to side. Obviously with the beard he won't be able to look down. But he can look side to side. He has articulation at the shoulders, and it will go up pretty much full T, and of course backwards and forwards. This will keep him from going 360, but it still has really great range of motion. He has a point of articulation at the elbows, and it will rotate as well as extending. And then the wrists will bend and bend or twist and also bend to give him good range of motion there. He has a point under the tunic at the waist. He has articulation at the hips, and they will go forward and back as well as side to side, and they will rotate. I don't know if you can tell, but he actually has like kind of like the thigh swivel, but it's way up tall, but it will still allow him to rotate it. So then he has articulation at the knees and the ankles, and the ankles will pivot and roll. So I'm really looking forward to getting to pose him and see what he can do. But great to add Elkhorn to our NECA Dungeons & Dragons collection.
Alright, so there's one last look at
Elkhorn from Dungeons & Dragons.
So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.